Well, good morning. Mark Holmes here at the Red Brick House. And you know what I tell you? This Red Brick House has actually been very, very good for my soul. Constantly, I've been trying to do things to make it better and nicer and stuff. And I don't know if you can hear it right now. I have grown to love listening to the train. Train tracks are just through the trees over here. And now it's fall, of course, in the Shenandoah Valley. And at nighttime, the air has a crispness to it. And it just feels really, really good. And the way this house is situated, I don't know if it's because it's on a slight elevation or if the way it's facing or whatever. The air flows through the house so nicely if you have the doors open. Now, of course, we've got, of course, the spotted dragonflies that are out there. We got the mosquitoes. And now we've got these little aviso bugs that you don't actually see that are chomping on your legs as well. So, everything in this house is a odd size. There's nothing here that is the same. So you can't just go to Home Depot and say, I'm going to get a screen door. So I've been actually making window screens that fit into the windows that can stay in there permanently. So when you open up the inner window, you've got air and not to worry about putting in a screen. And I made a screen door for the front. Yesterday before I came down, I used my shaper to go ahead real quick in about 15 minutes, cut the pieces to actually make, this is going to be the screen door for the back. And you can see it's 82 by 33. So longer than your typical doorway, which would only be 80 inches. And a 33 is really an offsize. So I'm actually pretty proud of this. I just took the clamps off of it. I do have to put stop molding around it. This goes downhill slightly, so I'll need to shape it up just a little bit. But to be able to open up this door, the amount of light that comes in is just incredible. The other nice thing is opening up this door in the back, there's another door here, so you're not opening up to the front of the street, so to speak. And I can just feel the nice air just coming in. Give you an example. So, how it is with the door closed, the light in the space is kind of, now granted we do have the blinds, but even if we open up the blinds, it lets sunlight in. But let's go through again and how much light will come in. Oh my goodness. And this is perfect. The doorway, of course, the door will sit here just like that, not a hindrance at all. We can see our plants, we can see the trees, and we can feel that fresh air coming through. So I've got to sand that and paint it, put the screen in it, get some hinges for it, and we'll be good to go. Now the only thing that is backwards on this will be is the door latch, of course, is on this side of the door, so it swings that way. And this is an original door. We just sanded and painted it, so you can see some of the age of the wood and stuff. We're going to be doing what's typically off on here because we don't want the door swinging out here because that's going to be in your way when you open it to hit the lock. This is going to actually swing back this way, so that way you're coming in, it'll be okay. It's not the way it's supposed to be, but we want to have this door swing over there so as you're walking in, that's the natural pathway through it. But definitely this will be a major improvement on being able to do this. So now, well, actually, here's what I can do. Let me show you what, to give you a better feel for it. Now, we do have, this door is not a old door. This is actually a regular door that you'd buy at Home Depot and things. But I think I am going to make a screen door to go on that one as well. But here's where we have the old style screen door. So this is what it actually looks like when it's been painted and the trim and everything that's on here. What I did, instead of having, a hardware, the door closer stuff, I used actually self-closing hinges. And so this door will self-close and latch. So this latch will actually lock will be able to lock. Now, the only bad thing, of course, is it is a screen door. If somebody really wants to get in, they can just kind of claw their way through there. And with this being the front of the house, you may not feel secure having this one open. But if this door is open and the back one's open, it's just so much air that flows through it. And I have to say, I love it. I absolutely, positively love this house. And it motivates me because it makes me want to do more to really make this thing stand out. I want this to be a true showplace when it's done, and something that everybody in the city can be proud of. And this is what I'm talking about as far as the window screens. See, that's a whole screen, and it actually fits in here with the window, so it looks like it's part of the window. It's painted to match, and it makes the windows actually look better on here. And if you open up the window on the inside, you don't have to worry about putting in a screen. What we had to do before was buying the old style ones that slide, and they just don't look good. They look cheesy in there. So, and of course you have to take them in, put them out. Yeah, it's just a mess. This works a whole lot better doing that. One more update here. Finally, it's been raining a lot, and the grass is beginning to come back from all of our original construction. The grass seed I've planted over there is beginning to come up, and it's looking really, really good. So this spring, if we have don't have a drought, we'll have really nice grass that's growing. What we are doing, some of you probably have heard about the historic walkway that we're doing here. And the bricks are being ordered this week, or at least the first set of them. And what we're going to do is, because this house is so historic, you can see over here, past the cars, is Mary Beverly. Mary Beverly in 1819 sold the land to William Brown, a Revolutionary War soldier, this place for $200. And that started the history of this house. What we're doing is we're doing a walkway that will carry all the way through here that will be a timeline. We'll be doing bricks that are 1810, 1820, and we're getting 3 or 4 significant events put onto those bricks of things that have happened in the world. Everything from Brown versus the Board of Education to the Civil War, the landing of the moon, all the historic events, so you can see it as you're walking towards here. Also, there'll be a row with everything that's transpired from everybody who's owned the house as the house was sold, when it was the Mason's Lodge, when it was used as a Civil War hospital, when the city bought it and used it for a rental, when it was condemned. So you'll be able to see the history of that, as well as we have, if you want to, you can actually purchase a brick too. And what we're doing with the proceeds from this, and shout out to the Waynesboro Historic Society, because they donated $1,000, which is the dated bricks that are going down the middle. You can be part of this as well, because we're going to be able to fill this in. And what we're working on is getting this house registered as a historic landmark. And so that's about $3,500 of cost that'll go to it. So if you purchase a brick, the extra money from it will also help to go pay for getting this registered as a historic landmark. And I feel like I am the caretaker, at least while I'm still here, of this piece of history. And I think it's going to be really cool to see that brick walkway with all of the things that have transpired since this house has been here. All right, good people, I appreciate you guys listening, and tell me that doesn't look nice. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'm taking care of this old house.